What do you understand by doctrine of delegatus non potest delegare? Ans. The doctrine means that a delegate cannot further delegate its powers to any other agency, i.e. one agent cannot lawfully appoint another to perform the duties of agency. The doctrine is a necessary corollary of the doctrine of separation of powers, i.e. one organ of the government cannot encroach upon the powers of another. Therefore, legislative powers cannot be delegated. However, in Re-Delhi Laws Act, the Supreme Court observed that Indian Parliament was never considered an agent of anybody, and so the doctrine delegatus non potest delegare has no application. The doctrine of separation of powers, as applied in the America against excessive delegation, cannot be applied in the same way in India. In Union of India v. K. Roy Ayer 1968 SC 850 it was observed that the maxim delegatus non potest delegare deals with the extent to which a statutory authority may permit another to exercise a discretion entrusted by the statute to itself. It is true that delegation in its general sense does not imply a parting with statutory powers by the authority which grants the delegation, but points rather to the conferring of an authority to do things which otherwise that administrative authority would have to do for itself. If, however, the administrative authority named in the statute has and retains in its hands general control over the activities of the person to whom it has entrusted in part the exercise of its statutory power, and the control exercised by the administrative authority is of a substantial degree, there is in the eye of law no delegation at all, and the maxim delegates non potest delegare does not apply. In other words, if a statutory authority empowers a delegate to undertake preparatory work and to take an initial decision in matters entrusted to it but retains in its own hands the power to approve or disapprove the decision after it has been taken, the decision will be held to have been validly made if the degree of control maintained by the authority is close enough for the decision to be regarded as the authority's own. It is now almost settled that the legislature can delegate its powers of law-making after indicating the policy. Therefore, the maxim delegatus non potest delegare, which means that a delegate cannot further delegate, is not attracted in case of delegation by the legislature, i.e. delegated legislation, but certainly applies in case of subdelegation, i.e. where the rule-making authority delegates to itself or to some other subordinate authority a further power to issue rules. The maxim was originally invoked in the context of delegation of judicial power and implied that in the entire process of adjudication a judge must act personally, except in so far as principle behind the maxim is that a discretion conferred by the statute on an authority must be exercised by the authority alone unless contrary intention appears from the language, scope or object of the statute. However, keeping in view the imperatives of the modern administration, the courts are slow in applying the maxim when there is question of exercise of administrative discretionary powers. Sahani Silk Mills v. ESI Coppin. 1994, 5 SCC 346.